Apart from the Russian Revolution itself, Joseph Stalin's 25-year dictatorship over the Soviet Union is without doubt the most important and controversial phenomenon in the history of the country. In this video, we examine the astrological factors behind Stalin's ambiguous personal legacy, his achievements, and his crimes. In the second half, we will identify these various factors in his horoscope. To begin, we present a series of extracts from a biographical drama which outline Stalin's personality and some of the events for which he was responsible.
My father robbed banks to raise money for the outlawed Bolshevik party. His favorite alias was Koba. He hunted during the day, and at night he played cards with cutthroats and thieves. Our people were starving. They blamed the Tsar. And he was forced to abdicate. The new government freed all political prisoners, and exiled revolutionaries like my father were granted amnesty. The rich and the nobility fled. Koba was going home. So was Lenin, the leader of the Bolshevik party, my father's idol.
You out there with them?
What? I'll see him tomorrow.
Nadia was to become my mother.
Olga, what did... She's a woman.
Not yet.
Workers, sailors, I thank you for overthrowing the Tsar. But the Great War still continues. Did you overthrow the Tsar to continue his bloody war?
No!
Did you overthrow the Tsar so the peasants would remain landless? Did you overthrow the Tsar so the workers and their families would continue to starve? No! The people demand peace. No! The people demand bread. No! The people demand land. No! Forward to the unfinished revolution! The proletarian revolution!
It took the Bolsheviks 6 more months to finish the revolution and set up a communist government. No one was allowed to own anything. The Tsar and his family were executed. and a new war broke out. Civil War.
So, Koba.
No. Stalin.
Stalin?
My new name.
Steel.
Steel. But for you, old friend to friends and comrades like you, I'm always Koba.
To Stalin.
To Lenin.
Filippo, Kavelenko, Tsarist officers.
Yes.
Do you trust them? Trotsky does to you.
Trotsky is war commissar, and he's the commander of the Red Army.
You disagree with Trotsky or not?
Not exactly.
Good. Then you agree to the need for vigilance.
Yes, absolutely. Resolute vigilance.
Here's a list of unreliable officers. I want them to be summoned here immediately.
Trotsky should be informed.
Trotsky does not understand. We do.
All the officers on your list are here, as you requested, Koba.
Why? What's the reason? We fought like hell for you, bastards!
The barge must not sink, clean. Be very careful. They'll all be lost. Be very, very careful.
Former Tsarist officers suspected of treason have drowned. Unfortunate accident. Replacing them with reliable elements. Now that's murder.
Murder. He says an accident. The officers were being held on a barge, and the barge sank.
And who put them on the barge? Irreplaceable professional officers. And who killed them? Stalin. I demand his immediate recall.
Stalin is a trusted comrade.
Replace him, or I resign. It's Trotsky or Stalin.
Trotsky or Stalin?
You don't understand. It must be Trotsky and Stalin. We need you both.
Trotsky never forgave my father. They avoided each other, even when living in the Kremlin apartments with the rest of the party leaders.
Comrades, are we going to stop making history because no one is here to record it?
Don't worry. It'll all be rewritten anyway.
Comrades, we have a one-point agenda today. The Secretariat. How can we improve its work?
What's wrong with its work?
Its function is growing faster than its structure. It's the practical problems of party organization. Dues, assignment of personnel membership. It's those poor devils on the Secretariat that have to deal with these things.
Oh, we have it easy on the Politburo. All we have to do is think.
I think we should assign one of ourselves to the Secretariat as a General Secretary. That way we have direct organizational link. What about you, Comrade Trotsky?
Don't saddle me with the job. Saddle a mule. Settle Stalin.
Please, please, please. No personal remarks. Comrade Zinoviev, are you interested?
I nominate Stalin.
Stalin.
Yes, Stalin.
Will you accept Comrade Stalin?
If no one will do it, I will do it. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
May I change the subject, Comrade Lenin?
Please do.
The war is behind us. We're in a new period now. The police are supposed to be accountable, but they still do what they like. They still terrorize people.
True. I think Comrade Bukharin is right. No brutality should be allowed. Although there is no revolution possible without terror.
You hand me all this power, Semko. Control of all the levers. They don't even know they're doing it, the stupid bastards. And Trotsky turns it down. King of the Jews turns it down.
You know what they've given me? A reward for doing the job. A country house. You know who it belonged to, the house? Zuvalov.
Zubalov.
The bastard we organized a strike against. And Trotsky turns it down.
How is she? Is she all right?
Men.
How would you like to go back to Georgia, Sergo? To knock a few heads together.
Whose?
Some of our old friends down there, they're running the place as though they own it. They need a real kick in the ass. So we'll go. We'll go. Oh, you need a good pair of boots. Feel this. Go ahead, feel it. Nice. I could have been making these if my father had his way. What was I, 9? He took me down to Tbilisi to make me work in a boot factory. Wanted me to be a cobbler like him. I ran away, came home, 9 years old. He beat the shit out of me. Beat the shit out of me. But I never made boots for anyone. No. I wear them. And you know the best thing about them, Sergo. Well, with boots, you kick a man in the head. And you'll never find his teeth. Wear boots, Sergo. Wear boots. May I talk to him?
Since when do you ask permission?
Vladimir Ilyich.
Who authorized you to send this telegram?
What?
To Serdo or Chinikidze from the General Secretary.
Is there a copy?
You will thoroughly punish the following members of the Georgian Central Committee.
Where did you get that?
I know they got into an argument, but he slapped the man. A leading comrade. He struck him.
The man insulted Sergo.
A party member does not strike a party member. It is not permissible.
You're in pain?
Oh, no, it's nothing. It's nothing. You will order Sergo to apologize.
He's Georgian.
I'm referring this to the Control Commission.
Who gave you this telegram?
Look,
Who told
just
you this?
order Sergo to come back. Immediately. Immediately.
What are they after with these stories? They want to turn you against me. They want to split the party. The doctors have told you to rest, to remain calm. Calm. Now, why do they excite you, these bastards? Why? To kill you. That's the reason. I will not allow this. I have one aim. One mission. To get Comrade Lenin back on his feet and able to lead us again. I'll send for the doctors.
The job nobody wanted put my father in charge of party security. He surrounded himself with ruthless men, hand-picked for their loyalty to him. Kaganovich was one of them.
Natasha is a Lenin switchboard. We will know about everyone who calls.
Who set this up?
I myself.
Who else knows about it?
No one.
Make sure.
Koba. You know, Koba, while Lenin is ill, the country needs a leadership. And Trotsky, of course, is ready to provide one.
And also, of course, he would never listen to anyone else's opinion.
Yours especially.
Not even ours. We have been thinking, until Lenin can return...
Restored, healthy, vigorous, and able to deal with all our terrible problems.
We could lead.
In the spirit of Lenin, of course.
We?
Comrade Stalin, Kamenev, and Zinoviev.
How many legs does a stool have?
Why... 3.
Oh. Because it cannot stand on 1 or 2.
Good.
Good. Good. Good. Good.
What are they plotting now?
Let them take me for a fool.
Stalin before it is too late. You must help Lenin now.
That's good. Tomorrow.
Lenin's dead!
My father understood how much the Russian soul craved a god, now that religion was illegal. It was his idea to embalm Lenin and have him placed on permanent display in Red Square.
Comrade Molotov, where is Comrade Trotsky? You were instructed to find him and bring him here. What happened?
I did reach him. I told him the funeral was yesterday. He was too far away to make it yesterday.
You lied to him. Why?
You told me you didn't want to have him here.
You were to admit that to no one, true or false.
True.
Then why are you telling it to me? You're a real idiot, Molotov. You will go far.
Leaving us, Comrade Lenin has ordered us to hold high and keep pure the great calling of the party. Leaving us, Comrade Lenin has enjoined us to keep the unity of the party. Together we vow to keep and honor that commandment, Comrade Lenin.
I'll strike first.
Comrades! Look who they're shipping off! It's Trotsky, Lenin's friend! My father! Comrades, stop them! Oh, it's Trotsky, Lenin's friend! He's my father! I can't believe this! Come on! It's my husband! My husband! No! Don't take him away! What are you doing? Don't take him away! Stop them! Please! Please don't take him
Accused Bukharin, you have heard the other defendants testify that you were part of a conspiracy under the direction of the arch-traitor Trotsky to overthrow the Soviet regime. To this end, numerous acts of terrorism have been committed, including the murder of Sergei Kirov and even the planning of the assassination of Comrade Stalin.
My father called the famine a fairy tale, and sold to other nations the grain that would have saved his own people. He used the money to industrialize our nation of peasants. The people were pushed day and night to make themselves greater. Russia greater, Stalin greater.
On March 12, 1938, without warning, the German armies marched over the Austrian border. It was really only a full-scale invasion test, and Hitler rode in triumph into Vienna.
An ominous development.
You think so? I don't know. You've got to admire Hitler. He knows what he wants. He isn't afraid to go for it. He scares the British and French, but not Comrade Stalin.
He's a fascist, out to destroy us. He says it over and over.
He says a lot of things. We all do. I think right now Hitler is looking east, and he's saying that Stalin, I can work with him. So, what is the situation here?
The Germans are attacking everything. Their panzers have penetrated our lines. Their air force dominates. We've lost almost 1,000 aircraft.
1,000? How can it be?
Most were destroyed on the ground.
On the ground?
Despite warnings and recommendations, they were left in forward positions.
No, counterattack. Here, 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 here.
You don't understand the situation. Our front is crumbling. Our forces are retreating, trying to avoid capture.
No capture, no retreat, no surrender. Attack. Beria! Beria! Bring up security troops. Shoot anyone trying to retreat.
Shoot our own men?
Yes, and we'll shoot you too, you incompetent fool!
Cuba! How can you say that? Who killed off all our best generals, 40,000 of our best officers, called them enemies of the people, had them shot? Who trusted Hitler? Who said he would not attack us? Voroshilov? No, it was you. It was you!
I hardly saw my father during the war. When he learned that Yakov was killed trying to escape from a German camp, he never told me. The Germans reached the gates of Moscow itself, and they surrounded Stalingrad too. When we finally pushed them back, 20 million of our people had died. In the winter of 1950, my father sent for me. I had heard that his memory was fading, and that he was suspicious of everyone around him. Now he wanted to see me, and for the first time, his grandson, Yosef. Wait, Yosef. Give Mama your hand. Go to Grandpa.
Oy. Use Judy's eyes.
Look, who's that man?
Oh, there's someone who makes sure that everything's all right.
Don't ask so many questions.
Why?
Because there are things you don't have to know.
Why?
Why? A real Jew, huh? Oh, yeah. I always carry something for the squirrels. See? Now, here, now you feed him. Here, hold it out. You feed him. Feed him. You feed him. Hey? Hey? Ah. Here. Why that look? Hmm?
I want you to free Anna Bukharin.
It's a beautiful red tail, eh? He won't bite. Hmm? Mind your business. You haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
She's harmless.
You know about harmless. What the hell do you know?
I know people are disappearing again.
Enemies. Hmm? Hey. Here, go to your mama. They had no allegiance to the Soviet Union. Enemies.
Grandpa's nice.
For a man your age, 73, you have a remarkable constitution.
The Caucasus man of 70 is still young. He can mount a horse or a woman.
But still, you have had these spells and perhaps angina. And your blood pressure is dangerously high.
Then you recommend?
As little work as possible. Fruits, vegetables, injections of vitamins.
No injection.
I'll write a prescription.
No prescriptions. I have my own remedy. Go away, don't work, rest. Isn't that what they told Lenin? Thank you, Vinogradov. You may go now.
You're a doctor, aren't you? Well, take hold of his hand properly.
I'm sorry. Hemorrhage in his brain. He can't breathe.
Let him suffer. Murdering bastard.
Forgive me.